4 gruesome myths from WW1. 4 terrifying wartime myths that resemble horror movies. War, by definition, is profoundly horrific, surpassing the frightful tales of any ghost story. Throughout history, soldiers have shared eerie narratives filled with cannibals, demonic teleportation, human body farms, and other horrors that could easily be found in Stephen King movies or haunting library books. Here are 4 blood-curdling stories from the First World War that will send chills down your spine. 1. The wild deserters, ravenous ghouls who haunted no man's land. In the nightmarish battlefields of World War I, soldiers faced a terrifying landscape of mud, constant bombardments, and deadly gases. Among the haunting stories that circulated, the legend of the wild deserters stood out. This ghostly group of killers, comprised of soldiers from all the warring nations, had supposedly gone mad from the endless bloodshed. They established an underground society in the abandoned tunnels of no man's land, emerging only to scavenge the dead for sustenance, clothing, and weapons, and some accounts even claimed they resorted to cannibalism. The legend persisted after the war, becoming a symbol of the dehumanization of modern warfare in the literary works of former soldiers. Although no official proof of their existence ever emerged, the tales endured, leaving World War I battlefields with an eerie aura that still keeps them off limits. 2. The Beli Kolgotki, female snipers who emasculated their victims. The legend of the Beli Kolgotki, or White Tights, tells of deadly female snipers who harbored a deep hatred for Russian men. These enigmatic femme fatales, often depicted as blonde-haired beauties dressed in white, were said to have participated in various Russian conflicts. The stories vary, with some claiming they were former athletes turned mercenaries, while others believed they decapitated their victims and collected bounties, specifically targeting Russian officers by shooting them in the genitals. The tale likely had its roots in reality, as women snipers did participate in the Russian Civil War. However, the legend gained momentum as Russian propaganda during the Chechen War. While some elements were exaggerated, the myth endured, perpetuating the image of these deadly marks women. 3. The Crucified Canadian, wartime torture that sparked Canadian fury. In April 1915, during the intense Battle of Ypres in Belgium, which goes down in history as one of the deadliest battles, a terrifying tale emerged about a Canadian officer's crucifixion amidst the chaos. According to the Times, he was described as being impaled to a wall by German bayonets through his hands and feet, with another bayonet driven through his throat, and ultimately met with a barrage of bullets. As often happens with myths, the story of the crucified soldier grew more gruesome with each retelling. The Toronto Star claimed he had been bayoneted over 60 times, and when a British minister addressed the issue in the House of Commons, the number of supposed victims had inexplicably increased by 3. Over time, the myth evolved to include an additional 40 bayoneted bodies found lying at his feet. If the war had lasted beyond 1918, the number of crucified victims might have even outnumbered the soldiers on the Western Front. The incident quickly gained attention in Canada, prompting a comprehensive military investigation into the alleged atrocity. The inquiry involved interviewing eyewitnesses, searching for the body, and verifying if the area had ever been occupied by the Germans. Of course, no evidence of such an event was found. The tale was eventually dismissed as a product of overactive imaginations, perhaps a coping mechanism for soldiers facing the harsh realities of war and man's brutality. Despite being debunked, urban legends tend to persist, and the story continued to spread, even making its way into the 1918 propaganda film, The Prussian Cur. 4. The German factories that turned corpses into candle ingredients. During wartime, shortages are a common occurrence, whether it's food, steel, or other essential goods. In World War I, the Allied forces speculated that Germany, facing catastrophic shortages, resorted to an unthinkable surplus: dead bodies. In April 1917, The Times published an account of a mysterious facility located behind enemy lines, reportedly receiving trainloads of corpses from the front lines. This facility, known as the Kadaververwertungsanstalt, or the Corpse Processing Plant, was said to boil down cadavers into a grim substance. This human soup was then separated into fats and oils, treated, and used to manufacture items like munitions, soap, and candles, just in time for occasions like Mother's Day. The story quickly spread like wildfire, captivating people from all walks of life, from the streets to the trenches. Parents even used it as a cautionary tale to frighten their children into good behavior. However, as it often happens with such chilling tales, this one turned out to be nothing more than a fabrication. In 1925, British intelligence chief John Charteris admitted to concocting the story as part of a plot to portray the war in a simplified, good versus evil, narrative. He even had plans to plant a fake diary on a deceased German soldier to further perpetuate the myth. The irony lies in the fact that Charteris' story was so convincing that when the Allies received a cable from Switzerland in 1942, claiming that the Nazis were massacring hundreds of thousands of Jews and using their corpses for soap and fertilizer, it was dismissed as similar propaganda. Had they investigated further, they would have uncovered the real human horrors perpetrated by the Nazis, potentially altering the course of the war in ways we can only imagine. Thank you all for joining us on this chilling journey through some of history's most terrifying wartime myths. We hope you found these stories as fascinating and spine-tingling as we did. War is undoubtedly a harrowing and gruesome reality, and it seems that throughout history, soldiers have sought solace in the eerie and otherworldly tales they share on the battlefield. If you found these stories as intriguing as we did, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more captivating historical content. And please share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and stay in the know. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.